It took me a long time to realize that the name Halloween was Christian. How did that happen? I was told that this is a pagan holiday. We're going to explore that today on Christ Revisited. Welcome back to Christ Revisited. This is Christopher, and I'm excited to explore this topic of Halloween. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. The moon is full and bright, and we shall see what can't be seen on any other night. I still remember that book, which probably I was reading when I was 6 or 7 years old. And the wonderful times I had as a kid for Halloween are incredible. My dad, in fact, considered Halloween the best holiday, especially for kids. And when I think about it, dressing up as a zombie or as a skeleton, we're certainly confronting death. We're looking at death. We're trying in a way to make fun or to laugh at death. But underneath, there is despair. There is despair because we know the end is near, the end is coming. And this is the season of Halloween, the season when we see winter approaching, the sun is going down, and the seasons are changing. This is the time that we reflect on death. Halloween is alive and well in our generation, and it mirrors or echoes a distant past of celebrations, of pagan celebrations, of bonfires, of mass, of goblins, of skeletons. What is the season that's so important psychologically to us? And is there something behind it? And how, in fact, did Christianity take it over? Or did it? Well, it is pagan, right? Well, of course it's pagan. Halloween represents probably a number of certain holidays that happen around the world. Probably one of the most prominent was the Celtic holiday Samhain. And Samhain was celebrated right around this time as the midpoint of the seasons between equinox and solstice, which happens to fall on November 1st. This was a holiday that included many of the festivities that we do now, going outside, lighting bonfires, things such as bobbing for apples, wearing masks. And as we know, as we approach psychologically the season, knowing that we're approaching winter, we're approaching death, it is a time for us to mock, to laugh, to confront, and to honor the dead. All of those. So as Christianity expanded itself into Western Europe, especially into the Germanic and Celtic areas, it easily needed to confront these traditional holidays. Gregory the Great basically said, look, we're going to convert pagan temples into churches, and we're going to let them celebrate as before, but this time in honor of Christ. At first, the Feast of All Saints was celebrated as part of Pentecost in May, and later it transformed during the 8th century when Pope Gregory III decided to build a chapel to St. Peter and to All Saints, and to celebrate that on November 1st. This extended into the Western Church around 835. At that time, the night before was considered All Hallows Eve. And if you know the Lord's Prayer, hallowed be thy name, All Hallowed obviously refers to the saints. This later turned into a celebration during the 10th century and became All Souls Day, and Mexicans later transformed this into their Dia de Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. So one of the wonderful observations to make about this time is that Christianity took, embraced, and transformed the pagan past and the pagan world with this expression of the transformation of despair into hope, because no more do we need to fear death and fear ghosts. In fact, the saints are our friends. In conclusion, Christianity didn't just erase paganism, it actually absorbed and transformed it. It took things like fire and candles and costumes and prayers for the dead and continued them, but reinterpreted. Halloween began as a night when pagans honored the dead, but Christians transformed it into a vigil of hope for eternal life. The date is the same, And the symbols sometimes overlap, but the meaning has changed from fear of the spirits of the dead to communion of the spirits in light. Perhaps Halloween isn't just about the spirits of ghosts and goblins, but about the story of how light confronts the dark in every culture and every age. Just as psychologically, the laughing or making fun of death helps us to absorb the pain of death, Christianity truly transforms our desperation as it offers us true hope for eternal life. Till next time, this has been Christ Revisited.